For many years, I've been using wireless earbuds that go inside the ear. Now they've performed pretty well, but recently when I was at the gym, I took out the earbud and the little silicone tip that was at the end stayed inside my ear canal. It was not a fun experience. So in today's video, I thought it'd be great to try out a new type of wireless earbud. This is the OpenRock Pro True Wireless Sports Open Earbuds. I want to thank One Audio for sponsoring today's video. Let's get started. So here you can see this open earbuds. It has a little latch that goes around the ear, and there's no earbud that sits directly inside your ear, so nothing can get stuck and go all the way in. Now over here on the back, you can see that it has this open ear design. It has OpenRock True Bass technology, 4 noise canceling microphones, 46 hours of music and calls. So just the earbuds can last up to 19 hours, but when you add the case, you get that 46 hours of music, which is amazing. Here you have the open ear hook patent, a 16.2 millimeter driver, and IPX5 water resistant and dust resistant. So these are going to be great for at the gym and out and about in the rain or whatever it may be. Here are some other specifications, but charge time 1.5 hours, and this uses Bluetooth 5.2. And with this, we get the manual, earphones, charging case, and charging cable. And they also sent this little pouch as well. So let's go ahead, get them unboxed and set up. Here's the user manual that we will check out. But here we have the earbud case. That's a pretty good case, got a good battery in there. And it does come with a USB-A to USB-C charging cable so that you can get them charged all the way up. So let's check out the case here. So they just open just like that. Kind of looks like a little alien head that you can just open right up, and there the earbuds sit. So then we pull out the earbud. Here, take off this little film. So there we have the left. You see a little L right there at the top. Let's go ahead and do the fit. So we're just going to slide it kind of upside down and slide it around just like so. So those fit great. There's no discomfort in the ear, and they are resting right on my ear. So that's pretty awesome. Let's check out the other ear. There we go, fit on, no problem. Those are really comfortable. So taking them off, all we have to do is slide them off like that. Very simple. And then here on the bottom, let's check out the design. You have the button here. There is the actual speaker grill. And then over here, you have 2 noise canceling microphones on each side there. So really cool design. And then fitting them in the case. Let's see if I can do it. Oh yeah, first try, look at that. Just slides right back into the case there, and it can begin charging. And there you have the USB-C port on the bottom and a pairing button as well, where you can see if it's charged. So now let's go ahead and get them paired to my device. So when we open the case, the OpenRock Pro headset will automatically power on, or you can hold the button for 3 seconds to power them on. And then when you close the case, that will turn them off, or you can hold the action button for 5 seconds to turn them off. So we want to open them up to get them paired. And then here on my phone, I just need to go to the Bluetooth settings. So here I'm going to hold down on Bluetooth in the notification panel. And scrolling down to the bottom, I'll see available Bluetooth devices. And here we have the OpenRock Pro. And here we're going to select the pairing request. And the LED light on the headset will stay on for 1 second once it has been paired. All right, now that we are paired, we can see that here in the OpenRock Pro settings, there it's showing that they currently have 100% battery remaining. So let's go ahead and place them on.
Connected.
Now let's do a quick sound test. Oh yeah, that's my jam. Wow, those actually put out some good sound. As you can see, I'm talking louder, just like typical headphones. You're so cool. I think I can get used to these. These are pretty great. And that is very impressive. I can hear the sound all the way around me, and it's not like I'm not wearing earbuds because they're not covering my ears. Plenty of bass, plenty of treble. I think it's time to hit the gym and test out what these can do. right. We've been spending the week at the gym, and these have been pretty awesome. Now, I love that 16.2 millimeter driver. It just makes the sound so good and really powerful bass. Now, the first impressions was the case was pretty big, so let's go ahead and try out this other case that they sent over. Now, this is a slim case, and the one thing you will need to do is, if you want to store them in here, you want to make sure you do turn off your OpenRock Pros before you put them in the case. And how you do that is you just hold down on the button for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they will power off, and you will then be able to place them here in the case. So they can just kind of slide right in there. And there you can see this one's on, so we'll just slide it in there just so you can see. So if you need to put them in a slim case to store them, that works great too. But of course, this is going to give you the benefit of being able to recharge them and everything. So actually, I haven't had to recharge them this whole time. So it's been amazing being able to plug them in here. And I know the next day they're going to be charged up, ready for the gym. So let's go ahead and talk about how they function out and about. So then when you take them out of the case, you hold it down for 3 seconds, and that will power them back on so that then you can use them on your workout. So first off, let's talk about the fit. So I am really impressed by how great these were able to fit on my ears. I didn't have any problems with them falling off at all. No matter what workout I was doing, they stayed on really nice, and they didn't jiggle around at all. I could be running full speed and moving around, and there was pretty much no movement, and I didn't have that awkwardness of them slightly coming out of my ear like the earbuds do, where these were constantly sitting right there and the sound was able to flow right into my ear. Now, these are bone conductive headphones, so they're placed right there in front of your ear, and so while it has a little speaker that's sending sound into your ear, it's able to kind of put the sound through the bones in your ears and give you that really full sound, which just was so impressive. Now, one of my favorite things about the OpenRock Pros is when I'm at the gym and I want to have a conversation with somebody, I can easily turn down the volume or even just press pause. I don't have to remove the headphones from my ears, and I can have a conversation because my ears are still open. So there's no discomfort in the ear canal, nothing's gonna get stuck in there, and it leaves my ears open. Now, this does make the experience a little different versus having noise canceling headphones. So it's not going to stop sound from coming into your ears, but I actually didn't feel like that was a problem. When that happens, it kind of makes it sound a little funny when you're on the treadmill and you have those closed sounds in your ears and you hear these little, I don't know how to explain it. It's stopping the sound and the air transfer. So it's a little hard and hurts my eardrum sometimes. But with these, you don't have that problem. Your ear canal is open. So running and all those things, no problems with the ears, no irregular sounds or discomfort. These worked really great. Now let's talk about using them. So when you are listening to music, you can easily pause by pressing the button on the side. So I press the button and that will pause music. That actually unpaused it. And then if I want to pause it, I can push it again. If I want to up the volume on the right ear, I can tap 2 times and that will up the volume. Or on the left earbud, I can tap 2 times and that will lower the volume. So then there's indicators once you get to the top that it is fully, all the volume is all the way up, or you won't hear it anymore when the volume's all the way down. Then if you're listening to a song and you want to skip to the next song, all you have to do is hold down the button for about 2 seconds and let go, and then that will skip to the next song. So if you want to start the song over, you would hold down 2 seconds on the left earbud, and once it goes to the beginning, you can hold down again to go to the previous track. Now, if you receive a phone call, so let's see, I have one coming in right now. So I have a phone call, did a little beep, and if I want to answer that, I can then simply press the button and that will answer the call. And then if I want to hang up, I just press the button again and that will hang up. And then you do have the volume controls where you can double press to up the volume or lower the volume while you're on the phone call. And if you do receive a call and you want to decline, you just need to hold down for 1.5 seconds to decline the call. And there, it rejected the call without me accidentally answering. So I think those are really great, having that tactile button. Sometimes when I've used earbuds that have touch, sometimes I hit the wrong button or skip the song or accidentally end the call. So I think it's very nice to have those tactile buttons so that I'm not going to have any of those issues. Now on the case, you do have an indicator here that will tell you how much life is left in the case. So here, when I open the case, you will see that the light stays on for about 1 second. That means that there is between 11 and 20% battery left in the case. If that light flashes 5 times, there is only less than 10% left, so that's when you need to go charge it. So if it shows a red and a green light, that indicates that it is 21 to 50% charged, and if it is a solid green light for 1 second, that indicates that it is above 50% charged. So it's great that you have that indicator right on the case so that you know when you need to go and charge your case so that it can charge the earbuds. And then on the earbuds, when you place them in, it gives you a notification if it needs charging, if your battery percent is low, or if it's fully charged. So since I've been using these, they've been fully charged every time I take them out of the case. Now, one thing on my phone, it tells me it has 100% battery life, but after an hour and a half workout, it still said 100% battery. So I'm not sure if I trust that, but maybe it still had quite a bit of battery left in the headphones, because you could use one of these without putting it in the case for 19 hours, which is just incredible. Now, to activate the voice assistant on your phone, you just need to press the button 3 times, and that will activate the voice assistant so that you can then talk to Bixby or Google Assistant, whatever you have set as your default voice assistant. Now, if you would like to change the device your OpenRock Pro headphones are connected to, place them back in the case. And then once they're in the case, hold down the button for 3 seconds on the bottom. And then it will then place them back into pairing mode so that you can then pair them to your other device. And it actually works pretty great, very simple to do once you have the case with you. Now, one feature you get with the OpenRock Pro is the dual mark noise reduction. So what this does is when you are listening to music, it doesn't stop or cancel the sound that you hear, but it definitely reduces them. So while I'm at the gym, you hear the typical gym noise in the background, but once I start playing my music, it is able to reduce that noise and then put my music front and center, so I'm hearing it in full volume and the full experience. So I'm not hearing the things that are going on around me. I am immersed in the music, and I just loved how that worked. And then there is beamforming tech that's able to take the speaker here and place that sound right into your ear and through that bone conduction technology that it uses, and it just really sounds so good. And so if you are hearing a little bit more of the surroundings and you don't want to, just crank up the volume a little bit and they kind of disappear. And now let's go ahead and do a microphone test with the OpenRock Pros. And here is how I sound using the OpenRock Pro headphones, recording right into my phone, so you can see the difference between a more professional mic and just using it standard if you are recording with your phone or over phone calls. So I think that actually sounds pretty good. Now, the last thing to talk about is the PX5 resistance to water, moisture, and dust. So if you are having an intense workout where you're sweating and everything, those are going to be no problem for the OpenRock Pros. And then if you are just outside and there's a little bit too much moisture or rain, you're not going to have any issues there. So in closing, the last thing to talk about is the connectivity. Now, I was very impressed with the range of leaving my phone and being able to walk away and it staying constant in its connection. I did experience a little bit of Bluetooth static, is what I'll call it, while I was at the gym, where if I was in an area that was really open and there were a lot of people around with Bluetooth devices, it did kind of have some more static where it disconnected a little bit. But then once I got to a more enclosed area or away from other people that had devices, I had a solid stream connection to my device. So that is something that you just need to be aware of when using these devices. And if you're outside, you shouldn't have that problem at all. So if you have any other further questions about the OpenRock Pros, please let me know in the comments below. And if you would like to check them out, you can check out the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.